And now I want to see how it operates, how it can put me into all those weird situations. So it's about time. This is what it looks like. Look at this. This looks like a city, like a little model of a city. And all the houses which are here, and streets. This is maybe an elevator to go up there. And here are all the wires. These wires. They really take care of all the electrons when they come through here. They take care of that they are powerful enough to get all the way through here. I read that in a Danish book this morning. This beautiful television has put me, like I said before, in all sorts of situations. I remember being very scared because an Icelandic poet told me that, like in cinemas, where throws the picture from it, it just sends lights from the screen. But this is millions and millions of little screens who send light.
The moon just picked its head up off the ground. So now you can see what's not around. Just when you start to feel so alone, you swear that you can hear the softest far off saxophone. Yeah, they must have gone underground. That's right, must have gone underground all night. You just run around town searching for the souls. Some sign of some scene you've never seen before. So you lifting manhole covers, giving gargoyles the once over, just trying to find the key to some secret hidden door. Off for sure they must have gone underground. That's right, must have gone underground all night, where the music sways God willing, and the grown-ups play like children. Every hero gets a villain, and the hero often wins.
the show's for you, Goombay.
Something in the underground. Something in the underground. Something in the underground.
listening to The Whole Other with special guest Holly Bowling, live at the Collaboratory at the Lost Sierra Hoedown 2017.
How you feeling, Lex?
Oh man, it's Friday.
That's right.
I'm
Get
feeling
right.
Great.
Get right.
Friday night, get right. I'm
That
feeling
jam
good.
is so hard to cut off that jam.
I know.
It's like,
Take me back.
with Holly Bowling in a garage in the middle of the woods, a little barn in the middle of the woods at Lost Sierra Hoedown.
It was so dreamy.
It
There
didn't.
were all the
If
tapestries.
that recording didn't exist, I wouldn't believe it happened.
Yeah.
I would seriously doubt that ever happened.
Right.
Especially hearing it now, I still don't believe it happened.
Agreed. It's really wild. I'm glad it got recorded. Gosh. Gosh. Miss you, Holly. You know, she just wrapped up her wilderness adventure tour
That was amazing.
last
Every
night.
single
Was the
one.
last one.
It was so epic.
Oh. I mean, talk about a dreamy setting to play music in.
Oh,
Every one of
every
those
one of
must
them,
have been
right.
pretty transcending. I'm imagining. Couldn't have happened or been done by a better person. So cheers to Holly Bowling out there, and we miss you, and we sure loved all the notes that we got to play with you in the past. Hope to do it again.
Miss Bells, welcome to the show, everybody. Good to see everybody out there. Have fun tonight. Hey, Kai, Pamela, happy Friday, y'all. Holla. While on my way to walk through the garden, while on my way I stopped in the city. Still wanna walk through that garden someday. Hope that garden will wait for me. At my hands that he could tell I didn't work just by my fingers. I'd be proud to show him these hands now. It's funny how that memory lingers. I died on the day I was born and just dreamt this whole life up in an instant. Woo! I had to go for getting back to the ukulele at the end.
No, that was cool. That was cool.
A little bit of acrobats for you guys to start off.
Happy Friday, everyone.
To do it safely and in time, I had to just lean my guitar quickly against on the floor. That was fun.
Definitely fun.
We had no idea we were going to play that song until about 3 minutes after the show started.
Yeah, we talked about another song, and then
Exactly.
we were ready to actually play that one.
We were all prepared for some other song.
And then we were moved by Holly by that jam.
Yeah,
we were kind of
that's
moved.
exactly right.
And I was like, gosh, I kind of want to play Garden now.
Yeah, if we were,
like, we could.
Yeah, if that was us jamming then, we would have gone into Garden. It was. You know what we did end up going into out of that jam we were hearing?
What?
Another song in F minor as well. What do you think it was?
Wake Up?
Nope. Armageddon Ready for the End of the World.
Yeah. That's what we go into.
It says, yeah, that's the title of the track was Underground, Arrow, 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 Armageddon.
With Holly.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was a good call. Magpie, good to see you. Yes. Garden's fun.
What's up, everybody?
I always have the challenge of those falsetto parts that always scare me. That they scare me. Which is the fact that they scare me induces the thing I'm afraid of. That I won't relax into it.
Right. Yeah. It's like a part you have to work. Yeah, it's kind of like any technical part of a song that you kind of got to play, and that's how it goes. And if you don't play it that way, you're like, darn it, I didn't do it right, or whatever. I didn't do it that time.
All right, so let's test out your new talk light. Let's see what it does. If it's weird or not.
Well,
that's pretty good. I mean, you're purple now. It's your favorite color.
Oh, I'm waiting for the stream to catch up over here. See what we get. So now I'll need a foot switch for that. Or I should be able to talk to it, right?
To cut it on and off?
Yeah, I can just ask it, right?
Yeah, light on.
Right. I just got to hack it. I'll just hack it. I'll have it come over and hack it tomorrow.
We could hook it up to a clapper.
Right.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, it is bright. It's kind of like, the aliens have landed. They spotted me.
It is funny that it's pinkish light. It does make you purple, but it is better than you being in the dark when you're talking, I think.
It makes my shirt look striped. It's interesting.
You have it on the TV in there?
Mm-hmm. Like in certain...
Todd Spore Smith. There's a name. Todd Spore Smith. Try to say that 5 times fast. Good evening. Oh, hey, look at all these beautiful people in here watching the show. This is so fun. You guys, y'all should come into the Discord and have some fun in the disco. You're more than welcome. I know that if you don't know what I'm talking about, that all sounded like some other language. But there's a link in the description of this thing you're watching, and you can hop in. I see Ethan in the house. You should hop into the disco, Captain. Put on some green shorts. And hop around in the disco, or just point it at a flower. Point the camera at a flower. Puppets are highly recommended. Puppets are always fun in the disco. Stuffed animals, if you don't have a puppet in a pinch. All these things.
Can I interrupt this with a special bulletin?
Mr. Huggins in the house.
There are blinking lights on that thing behind me that I'm seeing on the TV. They're blinking, but when I look at it in real life right now.
Behind you?
Right.
Oh, yeah,
they're blinking.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, but when I look at them right now, and I'm looking at them, they are not blinking.
Yeah, we can actually see that on the other cam. We're with you. It's true.
Okay, this is one of those. Is it red or is it white? It
looks
blue,
really
is it
cool.
Gold? Are the lights blinking or are the lights not blinking? Oh, they're slightly blinking. Some of them are blinking on the overhead.
They are completely blinking. They are doing a whole dancing pattern.
But when I look at them right now in real life,
it really seems like a pattern. But it changes. Oh, yeah. We can see it on the other cam. Watch when we switch. It's not Well, it's not really happening on this camera. You might want to fix this angle just a little bit. It'll be coming to you here in
look at that.
20 seconds. Bam. Yeah, but see, it's not happening there.
Let's get the angle right here.
Well, should we try Over Last Sunday?
I love that song. Good God, yes, we should try that.
And as we conclude our folk music program devoted to various trades and occupations, we bring you a hymn to one of the best occupations of all, doing nothing.
That looks better.
This fervent paean of thanks has been popular for more than half a century in these United States.
This was how your day started. Started wrong.
Barbara! Barbara, get up, you'll be late for school!
Does she have to do this every morning, Barbara? Even if you're not really well-mannered, you can make a habit of being civil. Helen has trained herself to know what she's going to do, and she's able to match the right skirt with the right sweater. As usual, all your neighbors knew how late it was when you went by at your regular dog trot. Helen has a habit plan, and it includes a healthy breakfast.
All week long I've been writing down the wall, writing and writing and writing, erasing it all. Never set my watch, just couldn't take the time. But I was over last Sunday and she didn't seem to mind. Everyone outside is choosing sides. Silly me, I still think they're alright. Don't know why they have to draw the line, but I was over last Sunday and she didn't seem to mind. Now if I could just shut up for 5 minutes, I might be alright. Yeah, I might be fine. Stuck in a groove, my record skips my name. Sometimes my better angels know such shame, and some of my pain isn't even mine. But I was over last Sunday and she didn't seem to mind. Yeah. Now if I could just shut up for 5 minutes, I might be alright. Yeah, I might be fine.
afternoon, gentlemen. I am a HAL 9000 computer. I became operational at the HAL plant in Urbana, Illinois on the 12th of January, 1992.
much I've learned I never really wanted to know. Lately I've been letting myself go. Wouldn't recognize me from behind, but I was over last Sunday and she didn't seem to mind. Yes, I was over last Sunday and she didn't seem to mind. I was over last Sunday and she didn't seem to mind. Yes, I was over last Sunday and she didn't seem to mind. Oh, you're all so beautiful. We will be right back.
I'm feeling real good now.
Watching a show on the Hippie Fiasco Rides Again network, which pretty much makes you one of the coolest people on the planet. On Tuesday and Thursday nights, we have American Night Owl with Nathan Moore. It comes on at 1:30 in the morning on the East Coast. That's 10:30 at night on the West Coast. And it's really cool. On Thursdays at 8, we have OK Google It with Mr. Moore. That's Nathan's dad. It's really fun. It's a trivia game show that you can play from home. The first right answer in the chat gets the points, and the winner wins some Taos Hum hot sauce. It is so much fun. You gotta check that out. And then on Friday nights at 11:30, we have the Whole Other performing live right here on the channel. Lex Park and Nathan Moore do long exploratory versions of Nathan's songs, and it's pretty much unbelievable. You really gotta check it out. That's the lineup so far, but I'm sure new shows will be added in the future. Be sure to click subscribe to the Hippie Fiasco Rides Again channel on YouTube, and click that bell so you get notified whenever there's a show.
Let it slide, just let it slide. I wanted to stay and tell you goodnight and drink champagne by the candlelight, but you know I don't know why, I can't explain the things inside your body moving to your brain. Let it slide, just let it slide.
be silly, be honest, and always trust your cape. Be honest, be silly, and always trust your caper. Not funny!
Only the windows are rolled down. My mind is feeling heavy, and people tell me I should hold my head up high, but I feel the breaking of this levee. I knew you deep inside the day that I met you, but baby girl, you and I can't hide, and I can't protect you. When you walk through that door, I always hit the floor. Hey! Come here, baby. I'm feeling high. Baby, I'm low. I'm feeling high. Lost myself to lip sync, and there's so much water in which to drown. When you're not around, I'm just a loser in this crown. A perfect storm is always waiting. Hey! I'm feeling high, but baby, I'm low. I'm feeling high, but I just I'm feeling high, but baby, I'm low. I'm feeling high. But I just
All right, that's as good as we're gonna get it, I think.
I said
Heroes in the flesh, folks. Captain Green Shorts playing that guitar. Ethan Hawkins. I made it stutter on purpose. I broke up the signal just a little bit, just to protect it from bootleggers.
Yep. I mean,
no bootleggers. That was Captain Green Shorts himself right there.
Captain Gray Pants.
We got some. We actually got some actual footage of the session of him hearing that back just now. He's in the disco right now. There he is, hanging out in the disco.
Oh, is he? I haven't seen it yet.
It's coming.
It's coming.
All right, we love him so much. We're gonna try to do the song he asked for, even though we have no idea really how to do that. We've never done this before. Is this how we're doing it?
Yep.
Wow, I like it. If a woman wants the moon, she takes the man in it. If a woman wants the world, she looks away. A woman's smile is like the Mayflower, sailing on April rain. A woman's love is like a lifetime, keeps on going even after it's gone. And all I know of time and distance, I learned the day she said so long. And I opened the door, I opened the window, she came through the wall. It was the winter of her spring, it was the summer of my fall.
woman's body's overflowing, an uncharted ocean to be sure. I laid me down beside her and sank drowning onto heaven's floor. A woman's heart is overwhelming. It's like a painting of it all. Everything that was or ever will be, just hanging on the wall. And I opened the door, I opened the window, she came through the wall. It was the winter of her spring, was the summer of my fall.
On the first count here, who's got 55? 55.
But now I'm curious. But now I'm curious. I've switched the TV. But now I'm curious.
All right, Ethan, you ready? Me and you right here, right now. Lex, you stay where you are. All right, Ethan, me and you ready? Ethan's jonesing for the chorus again. I'm gonna give it to him mid-jam. I opened the door, I opened the window, she came through the wall. Was the winter of her spring. One more time. I opened the door, I opened the window, she came through the wall. Was the winter of her spring, was the summer of my fall.
There is just one other thing that I can say about creativity. There are certain conditions which do make it more likely that you'll get into the open mode and that something creative will occur. More likely. You can't guarantee anything will occur. You might sit around for hours, as I did last Tuesday, and nothing. Zilch. Butt kiss. Not a sausage. Nevertheless, I can at least tell you how to get yourselves into the open mode. You need 5 things. 1, space. 2, time. 3, time. 4, confidence. And 5, a 22-inch waist.
woman needs no explanation. All she needs is love that's true. Sometimes she finds the way you least expect it, man. Deep down inside of you. Oh man, you better duck and cover. Man, you better drop and roll. It's just too much time and distance. There's just too much you don't know. I'm telling you, I opened the door, I opened the window, she came through the wall. It was the winter of her spring, and I opened the door, I opened the window, she came through the wall. It was the winter of her spring.
was the summer of my fall. The new melody there on the last vocal, jeez.
Yeah, dog.
It was the winter of her spring.
Yeah, that was the harmony I was singing, actually.
Oh, wow, that's what did it.
Yeah, that's the harmony,
That's
basically.
so cool.
Yeah, I think I stole that from Ethan, actually. I think that's what he would, just watching him sing that with you, he would always jump on that upper.
Miss you, Ethan, so much.
Gosh.
Love you so much. You are crushing it. Every little report I hear from you just fills my heart. Keep up the good work out there. All of you. I'm slipping into my American night. I almost said America. Keep up the good work out there, America.
Well, yeah, that too. Sure.
American Night Owl's starting to develop an identity. You know, it's interesting how different it really is.
Keep up the good work out there, American Night Owl.
It's sort of like the difference between, you know, when The Whole Other had its own show, instead of being The Whole Other appearing on Hippie Fiasco Rides Again, The Whole Other has a show. Oh, Ethan, you should have a show on Hippie Fiasco Rides Again channel on YouTube.
Hell yeah, Wednesday or Tuesday.
Yeah,
you already do Tuesday.
Just pick a night. Oh man, you're a perfect candidate for it if your internet out there can do it. I mean, you're watching this, you're hanging out in Discord. We got to get you a green shorts avatar. I want to thank you guys for this cool stuff going on in the disco. Every time I cut to it, it changes the music that we're making. Everything you do out there is affecting the music that we're making, and that's sort of what it's all about. It's a wild ride. We have no idea where it's going or what's going to happen next, and that's why we're here. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about when I talk about the disco like this, like over here, actually I don't have a full on here. I don't think I have a shot. That's just my guitar was really loud there. Sorry about that. Goodness, what's going on down here? Yeah, I don't think I've ever even sung that song in the key of D before.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
It was original.
It felt good.
It was pretty good. It was originally in A, and then when Surprise Me recorded it, we did it in F. You could do that, Ethan, but you wouldn't have to. You know, you could have a legit show on this growing network. This is a little fledgling baby network. Hippie Fiasco Rides Again on YouTube, and now it has 3 shows. There's American Night Owl on Tuesday and Thursday nights in the middle of the night with me. There's OK Google It with my dad on Thursdays at 8, which is always fun. It's a game show, a trivia game show like Jeopardy, but the contestants are whoever's watching, and the first right answer in the chat wins. Super meta. I think it's sort of revolutionary, not to toot its own horn or anything, but I don't know. Has anybody? I mean, that it foretells the future. Certainly, in the future, there will be the same thing, sort of, with TV shows on network TV that people are playing at home too. I guess the closest thing they have is like voting for American Idol or something. That's sort of in the same vein. We have a guest here. This is Howard. He's a hound dog, and he was out there just outside the door scratching to get in. So we opened the door, and he asked if he could come in, and we said, well, sure. So Howard, we were live at the time, so we really didn't get to ask a lot of questions. What's going on with you? Why'd you want to come in here? All right, your mic's way over there. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Yeah, that's a good boy. Yeah. You want a treat? Yeah, I got some. Who wants a little treaty treat? Who wants a treaty treat? Yeah, I thought so. Who doesn't like a little treat? There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, that's a good boy. Can you sit? Can you sit?
Huh?
Can you sit?
Huh?
Can you dance? Can you dance? I think you have the wrong number. Hey, Howard, you should go hang out in the disco. You're perfect. I want to see Captain Green Shorts in the disco. I want to see some green shorts hopping around. What is happening right now? What is happening right now? We don't know. Ethan, do you know? All right, we have another guest here. This, apparently she's been traversing the earth all of her life. Around and around and around she goes, around the world, around the solar system. We've all been traveling with her, in a sense, through outer space.
Yes,
on this galactic ship that we're all upon.
The whole thing. Spinning. It is interesting how, you can spin and get used to it. I mean, we're spinning on the Earth for one, and we're just used to it. We're just kind of, it's nothing, it doesn't make us dizzy. And they say it's because it's slow enough, but actually it's fast. But even spinning in a chair, you can get used to it. Like, look at ice skaters, figure skaters.
It's crazy that
They
they
do
don't
those
just
spins.
fall right over after that. Yeah, I do that.
They do
3
this-
of those.
Oh my God, you can even do 3 of them, man. That's good.
Oh,
I gotta get some video.
Kendi
of that.
just quoted, "The only time I'm still is when I'm spinning." We should do that song. God.
Just hang on a second. I'm trying to name that tune. Don't tell me. Oh, that's
Somebody,
the third
somebody
eye.
call my guru.
Yeah. Remember, it's got the tricky thing. We'd have to play straight. Got to play straight because of the club. The club.
Can't keep my eye on the prize, and I'm realizing I got a light that's dimming. I don't feel like I'm winning. The only time I'm still is when I'm spinning. I want to let the music... No, we can't do it. We got to figure it out. I didn't really mean we should do it right now. I knew we wouldn't be able to.
Fall in.
I knew I wouldn't be able to do it, but it is one that we should cover. It would be
Do you
so
remember?
fun.
We did that. We did that in Portland
Did we really?
on our big tour.
Oh, like we learned it right before the show?
We learned it right before the show, and it was with Taylor.
Oh.
TK.
Oh, shit.
TK got up there with us. And
Oh,
who
my
else?
God. I forgot about that.
It was
Holy
like Brad
moly, that's
Brad
true.
Parsons. Brad Parsons got up there, too, I think, with us and was singing it, if I'm not mistaken.
We should listen to that show
It was a
again.
whole thing, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I recorded it on my Tascam, which won't be the best recording, but I forgot all about that.
It was a moment. Last show of the tour.
TK is Taylor's down laying tracks on Willie's new record right now.
Oh wow, that's exciting.
It's funny. It's sort of perfect. Apparently, Willie's housemate got fever or something, so Willie decided he shouldn't go to the studio. So Taylor and the engineer just holed up in the studio without Willie, and they've just been like in this magic space. Oh my God! There's a naked Ethan in the disco. Oh no!
Wow.
Are we?
Have we done that?
I was going to ask if America was ready for this, but this is what America needs. So
Going to the disco. Excuse me, everyone. It's okay. I just have a thing. All right. There we go. That's better.
Holy moly!
That's way better. My guy. He's like our little brother, just out there hopping around the world, you know?
He truly is.
He's like, where are you, Ethan? You're like in a bubble, right? You're like in a bubble somewhere eastern.
Should we let him talk to us?
How does that? Yeah, if you can get that to work, that'd be fun. He might do it. You could do a little show.
He won't be able to hear you, though.
Well, that's okay. He can hear me a little bit, like through the show, if he's listening to it now. And as long as he talks slow,
huge delay.
I don't think anybody.
Why don't we
would
just unmute him and have him say something? We won't try to really talk back and forth. Let's see what happens.
He's like, I don't know about that. So I just talking to myself, and you guys hear it. That's
hey, brother.
I hear something. What's up, dude?
Sorry, I think we can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hang on, let me mute the video. The family.
Yeah, you're like a pro. For long time listener, for like first time watcher, first time caller.
I mean, you've been doing it so long. You taking your shirt off now.
Get out of here, man.
Old school. Are you wearing green shorts under there? You can lie.
No, I'm wearing green shorts all the time.
Thank goodness. All right, we got somebody down here in the fourth panel. Is going to be. Oh, that's Lex. Hey! I didn't even recognize you at first. I was like, oh, cool. Someone's going to jam with us. I saw you had your instrument, and I was like, hey, someone's going to jam with us. This is cool. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you. Glad to be here.
I better go get my fiddle.
Yeah, you should.
I've been playing a lot of fiddle lately.
What is going on up there in the top
fiddle around
right panel? Looks fun.
That's Monica.
Oh, some shirt making.
Yeah, they're crushing it.
Monica is awesome.
Monica T.W.O.
She's amazing and so well lit. It all looks just so great.
What a good
Thanks
angle.
for playing along. And what is being made up in the top right?
That's what I mean.
I think they're tie-dyeing. I think they're doing some tie-dye. They were doing some folding and like they got some string. I think there's some tie-dyeing. Wait, now they're doing some hand signals. I'm not sure what that means.
Trying to figure out how to get to that shot. What is it? There it is. Oh, that's so cool. We were seeing tie-dyes. Oh, look at... I zoomed in so I can see it a little better now. Oh, is that David Bowie?
Bowie! Nice!
Yes.
Wow,
So when's your record?
very good. Cool.
Hey, Ethan Hawkins, when's your record coming out?
It's to be determined.
Mm-hmm. To be determined.
I should be.
When you said that, I'll buy it though.
Yeah, I should be running the Kickstarter sometime in February.
Let's go.
And
Is this going to be the album cover right here? This screenshot.
I figured I'd stop being all vulnerable and stuff, and just whatever, man.
Oh yeah, you're over vulnerable. We see that.
Over vulnerable.
I might take my shirt off now, man.
I'm gonna take my shirt off for sure.
Shit.
I already took my pants off.
Please do.
Nobody has to wear pants anymore. You know that, right?
That's not unusual though. Friday night, you're usually without pants.
Most people wear shirts.
I'm pretty convinced that like 85% of our population no longer wears pants.
Right.
Probably true. I think you're correct.
I'm doing a little study. That's all right.
Life from the waist up, right? That's great.
Oh man.
How you doing out there, Ethan?
You do realize it's 1 a.m, Nathan, don't you?
Our show used to start at 1:30.
Start.
It wasn't until we got our.
Oh, it's
for 3 months we were at 1:30 until we got our own time slot. We were playing on the Hippie Fiasco show, and eventually we rocked so hard that we got our own freaking show at 11:30s on Friday. The whole other right here on Hippie Fiasco Rides Again Network. It's so cool. I hear you have a show maybe in the working stage. What do they call it when they're formulating the show in Hollywood? What's that? Development.
In development.
Yeah, I hear you have a Hippie Fiasco Rides Again show in the development stage.
Concept and development stage.
Who are you talking to?
Ethan.
Oh.
Oh, is that not true? I read that in the tabloids. Was that just a crazy, wrong, fake news rumor or something?
No, that's what I heard. That's I'm getting right to work on it.
We're just fooled because it's not wearing a shirt.
Doesn't everybody in your house play an instrument?
Yeah.
So it could be a house show.
Yeah, it could be a house show. They're not much into playing music these days. They're raising kids.
Busy time. Growing food, raising kids. Raising kids is full time, period.
Yeah.
My kids raising food. Wait, what?
I'm not going to get on. I'm not going to get on another parenting thing.
Oh, you're not, Lex?
No, I'm not going to get on another parenting thing. But it is wild to raise kids right now, especially.
Look, they live out in the woods, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the trees, right? I remember. I've been there. I helped build it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good sound. Oh.
He's spinning again.
Oh, it's a good sound.
What was that?
It's the bottle of whiskey hitting my guitar.
Ethan's like, please don't do that to that.
Wait, which thing are you worried about?
Yeah, please don't do that to the bottle.
Good one, Lex. Oh, hold on. You know,
wild turkey.
In comedy, timing's everything.
Hey!
Wild turkey. Wild turkey.
Here all morning.
What should we do next? What should we do next, Lex?
I don't know. Like sanitize.
Sanitize.
I'm seriously sanitizing. You know, it's cool. I keep wanting to do it, and I'm going to do it, Nathan and folks out there. I want to make a little short video that kind of shows our setup. We are completely separated. I don't see Nathan at all.
We have not laid eyes on each other.
I'm over here for 8 hours, and we literally never see each other. And it's a little awkward. It's a little awkward being naked like that, together but not really together. And it takes some getting used to. It takes some creative things. But it's really cool the way we have it all set up, the way they have it all set up. And we got all of our little amenities and everything. I got my own door.
You could take your phone and give a little tour.
I got a whole idea.
Oh, you do?
It's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah. Even though I said, folks, I let myself down. Let me admit that first. Folks, I want to be honest with you. I let myself down, and I might have let y'all down. You didn't even know it. You probably didn't even feel it. But you've been let down, and it's my fault, because I was going to do a whole fashion thing on the election night. Like a fashion night coverage of the election, because there was some killer stuff going down. And it was going to be really fun, but now it's old, and I can't do it anymore. And, I just let myself down, and I left y'all down, and I'm sorry about that. And I'll try to make it up to you somehow. And maybe it's with this.
Look at it this way. Just look at it this way. You let us all down, and that really sucks.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that makes me feel better.
Yeah, what can you do?
I mean, when you look at it that way, it's not so bad.
Yeah, what can you do?
I mean, it's kind of
sort of the worst. Sort of the worst. It's fine.
Well,
I mean, I don't even. It's not even fine. That's not the words of comfort you need to hear. Right
well,
now.
no. Actually, you're right. You put into perspective when you say it's the absolute worst thing ever. Then it's like, oh, well, it's not so bad then.
Right. I mean, it's all up from here.
Yeah. Well,
that's the good news.
Yeah. It just means that it makes me feel a whole lot better about the situation to know that it was absolutely horrible. So.
You're right. I have a feeling you can't even assure us it's never going to happen again.
I feel better knowing that I've done absolutely horrible things just now. And you pointed it out, and it makes me feel a whole lot better about that. I'll keep doing it.
Yeah, I mean,
That's good. Proud of myself now. I don't feel like I let y'all down as much. Put it in perspective.
Pickle King is sending kisses.
Oh, and pics.
I love that people are tie-dyeing while we're playing music.
Yeah, that's cool.
That is cool.
We got a tie-dye kit and some stuff to tie-dye, and we're going to do it soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but, there's this technique that I've seen where it's, like, very, like, blotchy and splotchy, but it's very, like, melded together. You don't see a lot of, like, hard line colors and stuff like that or, like, patterns and stuff. It's more like... it's just cool. It's like clouds almost, and it's like this thing. It's this whole thing. And I don't know what it is or how you do it, but that's how I want it to look.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not describing it well, and I don't know how to use the technology in front of me.
You might have some experts online right here.
That's what I'm hoping.
That could hook you up with some knowledge there.
It's a very, like, unpatterned, very splotchy. It covers the entire garment, but it's, like, just this collage of colors, almost like I don't even know how to describe it.
What did Magpie just say?
Probably dye over ice.
We do dye under ice. See?
Oh.
Dye over ice. Can you want to cut your mic on and explain that process to us?
We can back it up with a little beat. Hang on.
That's true. Yeah, we'll give you some tie-dye tutorial soundtrack music. Ice. What's that? Oh, how do you use ice in making a tie-dye?
That was a weird beat. There you go.
That's good. I'm in.
Dandelions are in the thistle family, so like the thistle, the entire plant is edible. Of course, we all know when they turn into wish flowers, make a wish and bloom. What they look like.
It's magic.
Most people
it's magic.
Dandelions, but they don't realize that dandelions are,
so wait, are we getting
extremely nutritious and also medicinal.
I don't think so. It's magic. I don't think they can tell us.
As a medicine.
God, this is a cool beat. What is this?
Seeds.
It starts with a Q.
Wow.
But the actual plant itself can be eaten cooked or raw. You can eat this whole little flower in a salad. Here's one that hasn't bloomed yet. Of course, like I said, you can eat the whole thing. You can dig up the roots and eat the roots, boil it first. It's always a good practice to boil all roots. The milk from the stems have been used to treat warts. But half a cup of dandelion greens has more calcium than a half a glass of milk. And a half a cup of greens will contain more vitamins than the average multivitamin. Here, eat it. They're easy to identify. And they're a good survival food. Dandelion leaves can be either eaten raw or boiled in water to make a tea, which is known to strengthen and purify the blood. The leaves are also a good diuretic. The roots can be chopped and boiled for a detoxifying drink. Add a pinch of baking soda to remove the bitterness. The roots can also be ground to make a coffee-like drink. Its close relative chicory is still used today for a coffee substitute. The dandelion's official name is Taraxacum officinale. This simply means the official remedy for disorders. The whole plant is actually edible. You can make a salad out of the greens and flower, make a drink out of the roots, or make a cooked vegetable out of any part of the plant. Most people try to poison their dandelions with chemicals that are harmful to humans, so don't gather from lawns treated with chemicals. Keep in mind, dandelion parts are sweetest from ground with taller grasses. The Chinese use dandelion roots for relieving tonsillitis. They slowly cook 1 ounce of the root chopped in 2 cups of water until only half of the liquid remains. After it cools, they sip the syrup, sometimes sweetening it with juice. The milky substance from the stem has been used to treat warts. Applied
One
once a day
smells
for
of flowers.
5 days. Dandelion leaves are unique as a diuretic. Dandelion leaves contain significant amounts of potassium, a mineral generally lost when using pharmaceutical diuretics. It is an ideal diuretic for people with heart problems and hypertension, also known as high blood pressure. Dandelion is a natural diuretic that increases urine production by promoting the excretion of salts and water from the kidney. Dandelion
Corner smells a flower, goes looking for that flower, wants to be where such a flower grows. So he climbs down this tower, and there's a little shower, but he doesn't mind, it feels good on his toes. Crosses over the river, crosses over the road, he crosses over, walks along the garden rows. When he can go no longer, the scent is even stronger, the most beautiful anyone knows. The kind lady looks strange, but there's no time to explain. He crosses over several of the meadows, and when he can go no longer, the scent is even stronger, the most beautiful anyone knows.
aim is to use the highest technology to establish beyond doubt that craft from other times or worlds are visiting the Earth.
Oh, it's such a good squirrely beat. So he lies down in the leaves to
Asleep he believes and dream with boxes with bows. In the morning he sees, awake he believes, that flower growing out of his nose. 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 That flower growing out of his nose.
Good evening, my fellow friends. We now stand 10 years past the midpoint of the century. That is, this is 4
Afternoon.
I'm sorry.
Gentle.
I don't want to be in it.
Okay, all flight controller is gonna go for landing. Retro.
You feel alive?
I feel happy of myself.
I feel Do you feel alive?
I feel happy of myself.
I feel happy in myself too. What do you got, any words of wisdom? What about for all the other kids trying to learn how to ride their bike? Can you say anything to them?
Everybody, I know you can believe in me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you...
Tonight I am thankful for the stars in the sky. Ain't waiting on nothing, so maybe one to fly by. I'm the night watchman. Go to bed in the morning, about when you wake up, I'll be writing all night. Sleep easy, lover, are you dreaming about me? I'm dreaming about you, asleep up here in my poetry. I'm the night watchman, go to bed in the morning, about when you wake up, I'll be writing all night.
too can easily make professional quality tape recordings with the Tape-O-Matic. By using the pause button feature, you may set the recording level before starting to record, and VM's monitor switch allows you to hear everything as it is being recorded. By consulting your owner's manual, you will discover that this Voice of Music Tape-O-Matic will perform many other functions in addition to playing superb high-fidelity music. For example, this quality instrument may be used for self-training purposes in education, business, and industry. It also affords unique home entertainment for the whole family. There is no better demonstration of high fidelity than in a large orchestral production. Listen now to this fine production of The World is Waiting for the Sunrise.
Man-made. It probably really hit me when I got inside the craft and looked around and began to understand how the craft was operated and finally grasped the whole project as a whole, as what we were doing, the fact that we weren't building this thing, we were trying to find out how it was made. We were back engineering it. When I first got to look inside the craft, all I can say, it's an ominous feeling. You walk in there and it feels as if you shouldn't be there. I know that sounds kind of corny, but it's a real ominous feeling. It's not an exciting feeling. It brings up a whole lot of questions in your mind. I only witnessed one test flight up close, officially. That I was in just in.
Holy moly.
Damn, dude.
I think we did it again.
Are we out?
Not really.
Oh, okay. Hey, folks.
I mean, we're on the outro screen, but I'm stuck, too.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, just talk over it with a bunch of reverb.
Oh, I went to the control screen. Now we're back on the show.
Oh, hey, folks.
I could have gone out that way, but I don't mind taking a breath here to say,
what a night.
Hey, what a night.
Hey.
You know, I must confess, I feel like I didn't play that great tonight.
What?
Well, I mean, I feel like my head was in the wrong space.
Oh.
But not in a bad way. The only reason I'm willing to talk about it now is because I don't really think it was in a bad way. It wasn't like I just I couldn't let go. I was like just so into the songs, you know, like the version of the song that's possible, the potential of the song part of it all, because it's so cool to me so many times. I'm just like, oh my God, like I just, you know, it's such a fun vehicle for the songs, and I feel like I was more like tight, like pop, like I couldn't breathe right during the explorations, you know.
Oh man, well, you know, sometimes it happens like that. I mean,
but it was sort of cool because it wasn't like I didn't feel, you know, like, I mean, some nights you're not in it because your butt hurts and you're just not into it.
Right, yeah.
This was way more interesting than that.
No, it's cool how, like, even still
I wanted to get back to the singing.
Right, gotcha.
And that nag was, like, keeping me from really letting go in the right way. Like I was always one foot on the platform of like, all right, we're going back into the song, which is not right. That's not what this project's all about. But I mean,
it could be, on any given night, any song can be any length, really. There's no rules like that.
Right, and all the temptations are beautiful temptations. I was getting pulled that way because it's a cool place to be. But yeah, you hear me.
Yep.
So fun. I wish that was just our warm up.
Well, it is only 2.
Yeah, I feel like I don't even.
Well, I'm sorry you kind of feel that way.
Well, I'm also apologizing.
Well, I didn't feel like a presence like that. As I was playing with you, I didn't feel like there was some necessarily all the time a disconnection.
Pickle King says, "Let's go back." Well, you guys have been awesome out there watching the show, though. I tell you what a good crowd we had. So many familiar faces, so many sweet souls out there. If I hadn't gotten off that bus, I wouldn't be by this fence, feeding this red-eyed duck bread about for 50 cents. Wouldn't be singing this if it wasn't by accident. I wonder what else there is I must be missing. Ooh. Ooh la la. The phone lines are open. Hey, America.
And someone just rang.
Somebody's knocking. Should I let them in?
Oh, my God. Anybody out there watching Ted Lasso?
Oh, my God, Ted Lasso.
Great recommendation from Nathan and Kethra.
Oh, between Ted Lasso and The Queen's Gambit, I'm ruined for all shows forever. Come on, people. Try to top that shit. That's the best of all time. Ted Lasso for comedy and warmth, and Queen's Gambit just for unbelievable, inspiring amazingness.
Yeah.
So well written, so well acted, so well shot. Everything. It has everything you want. So much stuff I watched, just cripples me with like teasing me with. They just don't give you what you really want. Mm-hmm. They're like, oh, we could, I guess, but like we're stupid. I don't know why all shows aren't as amazing as Ted Lasso and The Queen's Gambit, but thank the Lord they proved it's possible.
All right, yeah.
Woo!
Corey has she's always pointing out, like, especially in Queen's Gambit, just some of the sets and the color design, the whole cinematography of it, kind of like what you were talking about too. But especially like the colors and the way that the fashion design and the set design go together so much, like in this really beautiful palette. Like every scene just meticulously or seemingly meticulously thought out and executed. Really great show.
Unbelievable. I'm so psyched for you that you have one more left.
The last show I liked was Full House, so this is a good one.
Oh, God, it's a whole new deal. Pickle King, yes, The Queen's Gambit on Netflix. It doesn't get any better. I've never seen a better series in my life.
Truly.
It's really, really amazing. It's everything you want it to be. It doesn't back down. It doesn't apologize. It's not torn between itself and some other idea. Like I was tonight.
You were in a bit of a gambit there.
Yeah, I was. The
old captain's gambit.
I got checkmated early on.
Oh, well,
you should cut on your talk light. But it wasn't like I didn't feel. There you go. Bam. That's nice. It wasn't like a. it was an interesting dilemma because it wasn't like the normal creative constipation kind of thing. It was I was being pulled a different direction than the way that I should be going.
Oh.
Only because life happens so fast, and there's these versions of these songs that we've been coming up with that are so cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then they what is that noise? Is that me?
It could be me.
Oh yeah, there it is. But it's so funny. We'll stumble onto this version of a song, and I'll just be like, "Oh wow, yeah."
There we go. So all that was going on too. Might have done something.
You never know. What was the update on Salsa in the Ceiling? When we started out the show, Lex was like, "Uh-oh, there's a cat in the ceiling. There's a cat in the ceiling in here." I mean, that was 3 hours ago, so hopefully it figured it out.
Yeah, I didn't, I kind of, once we started, I kind of forgot about it.
I mean, normally, yeah, when you're not live on the air, you stress out and get the cat out of the ceiling, but I was just like, well, I guess I'm just going to have good luck to the cat. I hope the cat figures this out.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I forgot to, keep an eye on it. Once we got in and started,
there we go.
My back was turned to that area where it was last chilling, and she must have worked it out.
Must have figured that out. No, but I don't want you to get me wrong. I really had fun playing tonight.
Oh, good. Well, I mean, really, that's all that matters. It's funny, every time we set off, it's almost like Lewis and Clark or something. We just don't really know. We're just heading in a direction, and we'll see what we come across.
You know what it's also like, which is unrealistic. We're like Lewis and Clark, but finding gold and keeping moving. That's unnatural.
Yeah. It's an unnatural thing.
Oh wait, there's gold here. All right, keep moving. All right, gold. Not even making appropriate. I guess we're recording, so I guess we are keeping a record.
We should have seen it coming. Because earlier before the show, we just kind of were warming up, making sure everything was turned on and working, and we ended up in this really great space where we were both really stoked about it. And then it was over and we were talking, and I went ahead and deleted the loops that I had created, and Nathan did too. But
yeah, our sound check was mind blowing.
Yeah.
Halfway through, I was like, "Really?" I was saying into the microphone, "What the hell is that?"
And so then I deleted the loops, and I was like, "Man, there's something bittersweet about deleting the loops." It's well, that was that. We'll never hear that again, and it was really good. But it's almost just that willingness to strike gold and then keep moving on. It's almost like. Yeah, I feel you though. Where sometimes you want to stop and you want to revel in that place,
gather the gold,
and then go back home instead of pushing on.
Right. Push on.
Yeah, but
it's
it's always a fun expedition. It's always an adventure. And I'm sorry if you were ever signaling to go back to a song and I was just so lost in space that I just kept floating away from you.
Yeah, but that's part of what this whole project's all about, to a certain extent, is onward.
I almost brought my upright
onward
tonight.
Oh.
I don't know how. I guess I could adjust this mic maybe to pick it up decently, but it does plug in too, and I would just have to kind of dial that in, I think.
A little bit. One thing I'm really susceptible to with this project, that is it's sort of like I was talking about the falsetto, where I get scared, and then that creates the thing I'm afraid of, because what I'm afraid of is not being able to relax into it.
Uh-huh.
It's sort of a similar conundrum of existence, but. This is a terrible project to get self-conscious during, and I am susceptible to that. And I mean, the thing I love about this project is that I've broken through that more than with anything I've ever done before. to like a transcendent space of listening and faith and music, and it's so beautiful.
Right.
But I'm still also really susceptible. Like, you know, when Ethan signed in, I got super self-conscious all of a sudden.
Oh,
he's such a good guitar player.
Oh,
you know,
no.
no, I'm serious. And all of a sudden, I'm just like, you know, because you know I'm sort of a hack.
buddy. No,
You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
You
I
are
don't
a
know what
melody
I'm
maker.
doing. I'm
You're a
not doing
melody
any.
maker.
Well,
you're a melody
I can write a
maker.
song. I'm not questioning that.
And dude, you know that I've heard you blow my mind. I've heard you blow your own mind.
Well, yeah, I love that, but I can't do it again.
No, that's not true.
No, that's the truth that I'm talking about.
And maybe that's part of the magic of it all too, is when those things sync up. But usually you're pretty on, dude. You had some great ideas tonight, I thought. Jeez, don't be so hard on yourself.
No, I'm actually not being hard on myself. I'm just being honest with the show and with you know.
Well,
all those things are realities. Like, you know, I wonder if, like, I mean, I'm sure, like, I doubt it, but I wonder if every now and again, like, our rock heroes are just like Robert Plant's up there and like suddenly has a self-conscious moment about like the way he's dressed. You know,
may have happened. May have happened. Like, oh,
like all of a sudden he sees his mom out there. I always see my family out there or something, or Ethan's out there. You know, something
like,
something familiar always sucks me back into the real world.
That's really funny because
we are like slaying gods in these jams, and then any glimpse of like, wait, no, you're not. You're not wearing pants in your basement.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
All right. Shit, I thought I was slaying gods there for a second.
But when the version of Ethan's request that we did, I thought was great. It felt really beautiful to do that.
It was fun. It was really fun.
I love those slow spaces.
But then, like halfway, then we started jamming, and Ethan chimes in the chat. He's like, "Go back to give me that chorus. Come on, give me that chorus again," because he's like either singing. I imagine him harmonizing.
And you had a panic attack.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Well, we did, but we went back to the chorus and everything worked out.
Then I thought of the novel idea of like, well, let's just sing the chorus mid-jam and then go back to the jam.
Yeah, that was cool. It worked out.
Sort of. Then we did the chorus, and I was like, well, maybe I should just sing the last verse now.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I think it went good.
No, it was fun.
Kendi with something to say. I think it's
Kendi says, I think it's the striking the gold that feels so good, not keeping the gold. And yeah, no shit, right? And seeing how shiny it is, it's the eureka moment you're after, not the ounces. Oh, well said. It's the eureka moment you're after, not the ounces. And I couldn't be happier to be on the receiving end of those nuggets. Bless your soul. So well said.
Could you even say it any better than that? Thanks, Kendi. That's how I feel about it, too. You know, it's like we don't ever know what's going to happen each night. And that's really the beauty and the curse of this whole thing.
Right.
So depending on where your head is at during it, it could be the blessing or the curse, you know. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. The music just kind of does what it wants in my mind. And when those things start to happen, they just happen the way they should.
Mm-hmm.
When changes happen, it's the way. It's just the way. The Mandalorian.
I think part of what I am talking about there is there's a part of me that will never go away that always still thinks like someday we're gonna be like rock stars.
Oh, as soon as this pandemic's over, I expect a call from Red Rocks. I don't understand what we're not doing to not get a call from Red Rocks. I mean, damn. We'll open up for somebody. I mean, come on. Let's just do it. We got Red Rocks after this pandemic, at least. Come on.
But that's, part of that self-conscious energy, when it comes in. It's not just that Ethan's, it's not a simple equation. It's weird and complex. In terms of like
explain it to me.
well, think of every rock, like what are they called? Those movies about famous musicians that are so biopics.
Yeah.
Is it biopic or biopic?
Biopic.
Why do we keep doing that with words? GIF,
I don't
biopic,
know. I know.
biopic.
I say GIF, but it's weird. Everyone says GIF, I think, and it's probably just
we're just messing with our own minds.
Yeah, I know.
But you watch every single one of those, right? And there's a consistently in every biopic of a musician, of one of your heroes. There's a determination to be great, right?
Yeah, there's always that arc, right?
I mean, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And in fact, you could almost argue every single one of them tried to be the greatest at what they did. That's what set them apart. That was from an early, and that energy exists. We can talk about it. We can.
Although there are bands that were great that were just trying to be good.
Like who?
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to piss nobody off, but maybe the Rolling Stones. They're great, but I don't know.
Are you kidding me? They were trying to take down the Beatles. Seriously.
Yeah, maybe you're right. You're
deeply,
probably right about
madly, truly, they were trying to take out the Beatles.
So there you go. They were driven to greatness. All right, so.
And on any given Tuesday, and on any given Tuesday, they did.
Great band.
I mean,
great band.
The Cars might be a good example. But how do we know, like, what got them to where we heard
they didn't
them?
Set out to be the greatest. But somebody like Journey felt like they were trying to be the greatest. I mean, just listen to that shit,
Right.
They were trying to be the greatest at that.
Carl says the Grateful Dead. Like,
okay.
But they were determined to be revolutionary.
That's a really, really good.
I think those are the two. I think the two versions. But I would argue that, like, even though they seem like two different camps, like some wanted to be the greatest and some just wanted to be revolutionary. But I would argue that to be revolutionary, that you had to be on the cutting edge of something.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like the Grateful Dead was super into, like, they were doing things that had never been done before, and that was important to create experiences that had never been experienced before. Like in that sense, like there's no even measure for the greatest because they were the first.
Or maybe that's just the perception of it, and maybe they were just the whole time like, yeah, we like what we're doing. It's definitely
cool.
Different, but this is, we feel like we're good at this, but we're not great at it.
Right,
I mean, listen to the Allman Brothers.
Right, right. Absolutely.
No, but
they definitely don't have that. I want to be the greatest energy. The Grateful Dead doesn't have that for sure. Definitely would admit that.
And then I feel like there's
but
other
revolutionary
groups
at the same time.
I feel like there's other groups that fall into that, but yeah. Overall, you're right with dealing with the biopics. There is all that, and they definitely strive to be the greatest. Even somebody like Motley Crue,
Right. God.
I mean, what a
Don't watch that biopic, P.S.
What a crazy flag to capture in the 80s to be the greatest hair band. You had...
I still don't understand the hair.
But,
the hair
yeah.
bands.
From the look, imagine the sacrifice.
Complete femininity
the
of
level,
these. I mean, like our country, had almost in some ways, never been more homophobic. At the same time, we were calling masculinity these spandex-wearing, long-haired, makeup-wearing glam bands. It was what a fascinating cultural psychology we were at that point.
And then there were a number of them, and all of them trying to be the greatest one.
For sure. And that's the energy. You love that energy.
Yeah.
There's definitely like but my favorite songwriters, I can talk to them about this. Like, my closest friends. There's a lot of songwriters I know, but they aren't close friends, and a lot of them reject the idea of the competitiveness. But everybody I know and love loves that. Like, we are trying to be the best.
Right.
We are trying to fuck you up. We want you to be like. We want you to feel like Nathan when Ethan's watching him play lead guitar.
Oh, look at the Cosmic with the hairband.
There it is.
And Pickle King's taking off his pants again.
I thought you already... How can you take them off twice?
He put them back on. At some point, he put them back on. Cosmic's pants have been off. In true hairband
That's
fashion.
why he hadn't been hanging out in the disco.
You think about the sacrifice, though. To try to be the greatest hairband, you think about that personal sacrifice that all those band members had to make what they had to subject themselves to
unbelievable.
From the look to the life to the after
From the
party
look
to everything. Oh my gosh, and those biopics are wild. You know what I'm saying? Those biopics are wild.
Yep. How could they be anything else?
So, hats off.
Bill Murray Loves Percy says, think of the toxic hairspray alone. Just the amount of hairspray.
Man.
Cosmic says, I miss 80s music.
Yeah. That's what draws me to the synths. When it's funny. Because I've always kind of been moved by different forms of music for sure. But even when I first started hanging out with Nathan, I was like not that appreciative looking back on 80s music. I was like, I don't know. They were on to something, but I feel like all those kind of ideas have been refined now, and those are the groups that I like. But no, over time, I got more and more drawn to some of those 80s groups that I had kind of taken for granted, I think, in some of those songs, and fell in love again. And it really led to buying a synthesizer and talking about this kind of stuff with Nathan, and like trying to make our own sounds that
like
might harken.
Eddie Van Halen's hook on Jump.
Yeah, but like just some of those great 80s songs, and trying to tap into some of that, especially some of the synthesizer stuff or electronic beats or sounds or whatever. Like
BMLP says, when you mix some hairspray fumes with the cocaine and Cuervo Gold and the tight pants, it's a unique high.
Yeah.
Kendi says that was the least of their worries of chemical exposure. I think you're referring to hairspray.
Yeah.
And then Pickle King just shouts out, "What a good idea!" I don't even know.
The whole thing is a good idea. Right. Let's do the 80s again.
Let's do this.
Let's set out to be
Lex
the greatest.
and I are working on our hair.
We are going to be the greatest hair band soon.
Yeah, I mean, we're growing out our hair first. Stage one.
Look at this. It's
Stage
getting
one.
long. It's getting long.
Stage one, grow out the hair.
So it's going to happen.
And then we'll style it. We just need something for the artist to work with at the moment.
Lucy's been working on the makeup
Is she still cooking?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, she makes lunch like every day, like for real. She goes in the kitchen and she makes something, and it's cool with like multiple ingredients.
Cool.
Build some kind of cool salad or.
That makes her really easy to shop for Christmas too.
And totally.
Whoa.
Hey, I have an idea.
What?
That was it. Oh. All right. So, well, I think it was the best show we've ever done.
It's the best show we've ever freaking done. Kethler gave me permission to cuss.
Oh, really? On Friday nights? Or
well,
just in general?
on American Night Owl. Because we're talking about it. Because it is like it's a different I'm finding a new voice to a certain
Okay.
extent. The
All
hippie fiasco thing was a whole thing.
Yeah.
And now I'm like missing parts of that ethos.
Okay.
You know,
Yep.
there was a whole narrative. We were on our way to Carnegie Hall. You're watching, if you're watching, you're at band practice. We're on our way to Carnegie Hall. Here's Baba, the sheep puppet that's our musical director. You know, it had all these built-in shticks and had this
Right.
energy and the Leninist philosophy and the history of the fiasco. There was all this.
Okay.
So when I switched to American Night Owl, just like I'm just like, all right, what is this?
Right. New hat.
New hat.
Yeah.
And so we talk about it sometimes. And at one point she was like, well, you know, I mean, you could definitely cuss.
Late enough.
Not like, you know.
Just lay it all out.
Yeah,
there, right?
not be vulgar and crass and scare people away, but
Don't
at
go
the
on a
same time,
tangent.
like don't. My mantra on the hippie fiasco was every show's a family show in quarantine kind of thing.
Right. Yeah.
And here I am, like, you know, late night songwriter. What's this show? What is it? One thing I've been trying to do during the show, now that it's American Night Owl, is talking about the craft and the songs a little bit more, which is probably why we're here now, talking about self-consciousness and stuff.
Mm.
But, you know, being, in terms of my banter, thinking about the craft of a songwriter and the stories behind the songs I'm singing and stuff like that, and letting that inspire my banter more than Trump or something. Holy moly, he still hadn't conceded. What the freak?
It's amazing.
Good news is like even Tucker Carlson is finally like, give me something. Just
Right.
give me one real thing. I'm ready to run with this. He's like freaking out. And he's like saying live on the air, like, you're not giving me anything to run with. Oof.
Well.
Did you hear my new song, Cuckoo d'Etat?
No.
No?
Gotta play it.
It'd be a good song for us.
It sounds fun.
I'm pretty proud of it. Like
What is it called?
Cuckoo d'Etat.
What does that mean?
Well, it's all about the words are like the people put a bird in their tree beneath a sky of blue, but a cuckoo came and took that tree away from me and you. He stripped its branches, cut its trunk, and there was nothing we could do, and then he sat upon the stump and just squawked cuckoo. Coo, 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 coo. You with me?
I'm with you.
Yeah, cuckoo d'etat.
What's d'etat, though? What does that mean?
A coup d'etat?
Yeah.
You don't know what a coup d'etat is?
No.
Ah.
School me.
Well, a coup d'etat is usually like a violent overthrow of an existing government.
Oh,
coup d'etat.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's like French or something.
Yep.
Coup d'etat. But this is like Cuckoo d'etat. Cuckoo d'etat.
That's funny.
Now, many folks love that cuckoo bird. Hard to believe, but it's true. But if they could, they surely would do just like it do and strip its branches. Oh, I can't. I don't know it.
Oh, I thought you had to pull it up.
It's a brand new song. Well, I was actually trying to pull up.
You look like you were reading it from over here.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Trying to pull up the video. I do have. I was proud of that though. I was really like conscious when I was writing it, trying to be sure not to be too. I wanted it to be timeless, like that any country or any person that's experienced a coup could relate to the words. You know what I mean?
Oh, fun.
So I was trying not to make it too Democrats and Republicans or whatever.
Well, you have a way, man. It's unmatched.
He's got a way about him.
Ooh,
don't know what it is.
Know what it is.
Put a bird in that tree beneath the sky of blue. Cuckoo, come, took that tree away from me and you. Stripped its branches, cut its trunk, there was nothing we could do. Then it sat upon the stump and just squawked cuckoo. Coo, 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 coo. Now some folks love that cuckoo bird, hard to believe but true. See, a lot of folks never liked that tree, anyways, not me or you. Oh, if they could, they surely would do just like it do. Cut down that tree, sit on that stump, and just squawk cuckoo. Coo, 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 coo. But we have seeds and we know where that little birdie flew. Someday we'll sit atop that tree, whatever we have to do. But tonight the sky is red and I don't know what to say to you, 'cause the only thing anyone can hear is a damn old cuckoo. Coo, 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 coo. Let's do it. That's our leaving song.
Oh shit, are you serious? I was just playing that by hand.
Oh wow, that was so good. No, you're good. That was so good. Wow.
All right, well,
holy moly.
I think I'm gonna take the Torres home with me this week.
Come up with some surprises.
Yeah, I'll build some new beats. I'm feeling it. I'm getting an itch. I'm sitting around, inspired by some of these things that I'm listening back to.
Amen.
Man, I want to make a beat for that song, like boom, 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 stuff like that.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
Love that song.
Boom. It's such a good one.
The first time we did it, you used the vocoder thing, the voice effect.
Oh,
the second time you didn't.
What was muted? Wait, Carl says muted. What was muted?
Uh-oh.
Oh, is it that? I cut us down because I cut your beat down. I don't think we were muted, but we were probably too low to hear. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Sometimes I live in the country. Sometimes I live in the town. Sometimes I take a great notion just to jump in the river and drown. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Now stop your rambling. Stop your gambling. Stop your staying out all night long. Go back to your wife and family. Go back where you belong. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. I'll see you in my dreams. I'll see you in my dreams. Thank you, Lex. I'll see you in